What's going on, guys? It's Eric, free NBA daily bets. Kicking it off the Tuesday show, January 14th. Doing this show at like 12 o'clock in the morning, 12:17 in the morning. So, yeah, the Lakers game still going on, the Clippers game still going on. I'm on both those full game spreads. So that's always fun doing the podcast and the YouTube channel while my last two bets are coming through. But I don't want to do the show in the morning. Let's knock it out right now. Let's go through the Tuesday card and see what we're working with. Before we start, drop a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me at Twitter or X at Easy Money Wins for all my official plays. I do the NFL and the NBA. Doing really well in the NFL this year. Wish I played the Rams tonight. That was I knew these LA teams were going to come out playing well tonight. Lakers, Clippers came out slow. I don't know what that was all about, honestly. But they're finishing strong right now, so hopefully they continue that way. All right, first game up, Tuesday. Thunder at the 76ers. The Thunder are in a nice little groove again after they lost at Cleveland. They won 2 in a row against the Knicks and the awful Wizards. This is the last game of their road trip, 4-game road trip. They're 2-1. And then they go home and play Cleveland, a rematch of Cleveland on Thursday at home. So, the 76ers, they got a little bit of star power for sure. You know, Maxey, Paul George, Embiid. I don't know if Embiid's going to play. We'll find out here shortly. But Alex Caruso looks like he's off the injury report, guys. So Caruso's been on the injury report for a while for OKC. And, yeah. So that's good news for the Thunder. Let's check the Philly injury report. So, yeah, Joel Embiid's on it. Let's see here. So he's out. Joel Embiid is out against the Thunder. Kyle Lowry is out versus the Thunder. Same with Andre Drummond. So they're down bigs. Caleb Martin is questionable. And that's it, guys. KJ Martin's been out. So that means they got Maxey, Oubre, Paul George, potentially Caleb Martin, but he's still undersized. And you know, Paul George came out with that video. He doesn't like covering centers. He gets bored. Paul George is something else, man. They got Gershon Yabusele. So that'll probably be their starting 5 if Caleb Martin plays. Then they got Eric Gordon, Reggie Jackson, Ricky Council off the bench, Adam Bona. He's a rookie. Let's check the 76ers schedule. So they're back to their losing ways, the original ways of their season. They've lost 5 out of their last 7 games. They lost at Orlando. And, I was really going to bet that Orlando. No, I wasn't. I'm going to stop lying to myself. I should have bet Orlando. I didn't, though. But they lost the Pelicans at home on Friday. Like, that's embarrassing. You can't lose to the Pelicans. But they got New York, the Knicks, on Wednesday at home, too. Oh, man, this is a weird spot for both teams. You know OKC's looking forward to playing Cleveland, getting revenge on them on Thursday. And then the 76ers, I think they've lost the Knicks twice. There's one. No, just once. But they're on a 2-game losing streak. They need to come out and play well, you know? I think they do. I think they fight hard. Anytime you got Maxey and Paul George, I feel like you got enough there to score, even though they don't score a lot of points. They scored 99 against Orlando, 115 against the Pelicans, 109 against Washington. Let's see what that spread is. -11 for the road favorite and the Thunder. I do personally think it's a little too high. I kind of like the 76ers. I'm going to write that down, guys. I kind of like the 76ers plus 11. I think the Thunder are good. I don't know if they're that good to blow out a team with respectable talent on it, such as Maxi and Paul George. I mean, those two guys could go for 70 points, and then boom, like they got a chance to win the game, you know. So let's do this. Let's do Philly plus 11, and then that over unders 218. I kind of like the over there. Let me see what the trends are. Let's see. OKC, I know they're an under team. They're 18 and 20 to the under. Philly is even, 17-17 over under. So there's some room for an over in there for sure. It's not like these teams are like soaring over totals, but 218, 109, 110. Now what's the Thunder team total? 109 plus 5, so 114 and a half. That feels low for Thunder. I know the 76ers are going to play defense, but 76ers team total will be 104 and a half, maybe 103 and a half. I feel like they're going to get that at home, guys. That might be the best bet out of it all. Philly team total over 103 and a half. There's a lot of value on that because they're that big of an underdog with a low total. Like I feel like they have enough pride at home to put together 104 points. I mean, it is the 76ers. They do struggle to score sometimes, but I mean, they've gone over 103 points in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of their last 7 games. It is the front end of a back-to-back. I don't know. That's kind of weird, guys. I'm gonna think about that team total. Okay. Next game up. Ooh, we got a good one here. This is the rematch of the Cavaliers and the Indiana Pacers. Now, our boy Tyrese Halliburton is not completely healthy. He left the game against the what's it called? The Cavaliers on Sunday, was it? Was it Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. And he's doubtful. So he's doubtful for the game. The only thing is that the Pacers played really well without Halliburton. Like they played well in the Eastern Conference Finals against Boston without Halliburton. Like Andrew Nembhard plays really well. Still got T.J. McConnell. Still got the big boys, Siakam and Miles Turner. Ben Shepherd's okay. I mean, I don't know. Cleveland and revenge. I feel like you need all your ponies. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you need them all. Let's see, Darius Garland. Everyone's healthy. Ty Jerome's the only one on there. Ty Jerome's been balling this year. Shout out UVA. Let's see. Ty Jerome is doubtful with an illness. So let's take a look. I mean, I know the Cavaliers have been winning and they just lost. So they snapped their win streak. And then they have the big road. So this is the start of a 3-game road trip for them. They play at OKC on Thursday, like I just spoke about. And then they play at Minnesota on Saturday. So this is a tough 3-game stretch here. I don't know, guys. I feel like Cleveland gets them out the way here. I'm kind of hesitant to bet on Cleveland because they're like the hottest against the spread team in the NBA, and it's high. It's getting to the point where I can only look Indiana, guys. It's up at -7, and I'm telling you, like as good as Cleveland is, Indiana can play damn good even without Halliburton. They've proven that. So you're gonna give me that many points with the Pacers? Because look at this, guys. Cleveland is the #1 against the spread team in the NBA at 68%. That's not lasting. They will not finish the year at 68%. If they do, it'll probably be a record. It'll probably be the best ATS team record in NBA history for a season. So, with that said, they're bound to lose some here or not cover some spreads. I'm definitely looking to fade Cleveland now that they've shown a little bit of a weakness, just a little bit. And I'm getting good at knowing when to fade them too. I faded them when they played Toronto, that cashed, and I just faded them against Indiana on Sunday as a 5-unit max bet play. That cashed for me too. I'm telling you, I mean, I definitely like OKC to cover. I could see Indiana covering this. I really could. I could see the Cavs not covering the next two games here. I mean, minus 7.5. That's a lot for a for they went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, guys. The Pacers did. They're at home. Yes, the Cavaliers are going to be mad, but the Pacers are going to play hard too, especially if Halliburton's out. They're all going to step up. You know what I'm saying? They're going to know that they can't just walk in there and win. They know that they're going to have to play really, really damn well. So I like Pacers plus 7.5. I hope it keeps going up. I hope it gets up to like 9, some freaking crazy number. I will be on the Pacers. Over unders at 229. I was coming down a little bit, 228.5. You know what? I really like that over. The last the last total was at 239, 240, I think. And obviously Halliburton going out affects it a little bit, but even when Halliburton doesn't play, like this team still scores a lot of points. I mean, Indiana team total over is probably like easy money, in my opinion. It'd be 115 minus 3, 111.5 potentially for the Pacers. I don't love that actually. I mean, if Cleveland really bunkers down, they'll play damn good defense. So I don't like that actually. I don't like that. It's low though. It's a little low, but I know there's this thing like when the two teams play in less than a week and the total comes out lower the second time than it came out the original time, those go under. I know this spot is like an under spot for sure. I don't know what the percentage is, winning percentage, but I know that it's profitable. I know that. I've heard it enough from other people talking about it. So yeah, I'm gonna stay off of that. But Indiana, if I get the plus 8.5, I mean that's I think they're forcing my hand, and I got to give it a go, just off of pure line value. And then also, guys, like I've been saying, let's go over it. Let's go over it real quick. In the NBA tonight, obviously we still got the last two games going, but teams that won and covered the spread. Okay, if you just pick the winners tonight, you would have covered the spread. And let's see, not Minnesota. Well, the line kind of bounced around. You could have, you might have, but the closing line it didn't. So Minnesota won, but did not cover. So that's one. Detroit won as underdogs, so they covered. That's 1-1. Toronto won as underdogs, so obviously that's 2-1 against the two covers. You got Houston. They only won by 2, so they did not cover. So it's 2-2 on the night. Teams that win cover. We got the Lakers left, and we got the Clippers left as favorites. Dang, the freaking Lakers are bullshitting around right now. They're pissing me off, man. Clippers are taking care of the business for the long term, but it's like, oh my gosh, guys, I'm just like, the NBA is maddening. Like you would think, right? Like emotional ass week, you got all this time off. Um, you're on a losing streak. Both these teams are, and you come out the gates flat. You come out flat. Like, come on, guys, what is that? Like, really, what is that? Like, don't get me going with these NBA players, man. They're soft. The Rams took care of business. They didn't even play in LA today. They didn't even play in LA. They played in Arizona. They took care of business. That count on football players to be motivated to take care of business, man. These basketball players never know what you're gonna get. So let's keep going, guys. Next game up, we got the Suns at the Hawks. Phoenix Suns at the Hawks. These two teams just played. When did they play? Like 3 games ago or something like that. And Phoenix won. And did they cover? Yeah, I think they did cover. They won and covered that game on Thursday. Last Thursday, they won 123-115. This is the start of a 5-game road trip for the Phoenix Suns. And I think the Bradley Beal situation is okay right now. I don't think it's toxic. I think the way he's going about it, like he's, I guess embracing is the word of his bench role. He's still playing a lot of minutes. He's still playing in crunch time, I believe. So, I mean, they won 3 in a row. They've won 4 out of their last 5 since he got benched. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think we might be okay to find spots to bet on Phoenix. Now they're the worst against the spread team in the NBA, 13-24, only covering 35% of their games. That's also not sustainable. They are going to start covering spreads here. Look to bet on Phoenix, in my opinion. I think the locker room's okay. I think they're handling it well. The team's playing well. They're trying new things. Mike Budenholzer trying new things. Devin Booker is saying the locker room team morale is high. The energy's good. They're positive. I think we should look for spots to bet on them. Now, Atlanta. Wait, before I go with that, let's check on the injury report. So Grayson Allen is the only one on there. He's probable. Okay. Oh yeah, Nurkic has the flu. He's not even gonna make the trip. They really hate Nurkic right now. They really don't like that guy. Let's see. Phoenix. Okay, yeah, 3-game winning streak, but they only covered one of those games, which is like crazy, right? All right. The Atlanta Hawks. Let's look at their injury report. Trae Young is questionable. Bogdanovich. Their 3-point shooters questionable on the bench, and then Jalen Johnson's out. He's been out for like 2 weeks. I feel like it feels like 2 weeks at least. I don't know how long he's been out, but I'm pretty sure it's been 2 weeks at least. So they've been losing, but they don't. It's crazy, guys. The NBA is so crazy. Like I don't even want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. It gets. Oh my gosh, man. It's okay. I made money fading the Hawks on the road. The Hawks on the road struggle. They really do struggle of late and early in the season. They had a little stretch where they were winning on the road a lot against top teams, but in general, I'm looking to fade them on the road. They have not been amazing on the road, guys. So now they're at home, right? So their last game was, oh yeah, because they were probably supposed to play one of the LA teams. Oh no, their game against Houston got postponed because of the ice in Atlanta on Saturday. That's right. Okay, so their last game was literally against Phoenix, which is crazy. So it's kind of quick revenge for them, even though it's like 4 or 5 days later. This is the front. Ooh, I don't love this spot for Atlanta, guys. This is a kiss the wives and babies goodbye spot. That's what this is called. When you play a home game and then immediately have to go on a road trip the next day. So like they're probably flying out tonight after this game against Phoenix. Then they go to Chicago. That's considerable travel from Atlanta to Chicago. You know, that's like it's like an hour, more than an hour plane flight. Then you're at Boston on Saturday, so you get a little bit of time off, and then you're at New York on Monday, and then you come back home. So they're going for a little 3-game road trip right after this game. They're probably a little rusty. They haven't played in a while. Phoenix has been playing. They played 2 games since then. Let me see Phoenix real quick. Yeah, they just played. So this will be the 3rd game in 4 nights, but I don't really buy into that stuff sometimes. Sometimes I think it's relevant. Sometimes I think it's like really just. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say with that, but yeah, Phoenix is healthy. Atlanta without Jalen Johnson, I don't. I think Phoenix wins this game, guys. Let's see what the spread is. Yeah, Phoenix is -2.5, -3. I agree. I'm gonna bet that tonight before I go to bed. I'm thinking that's gonna be a 5-unit play for me, even though the Hawks just lost to them. Without Jalen Johnson, I don't trust Atlanta, and they've been losing without him. So, I mean, they do have Dyson Daniels, the rookie, DeAndre Hunter, Okongwu, Clint Capella. Uh, I don't know if I trust Phoenix on the road to lay a 5% play. I mean, a 5-unit play on them. They only beat Philly on their last road trip, and their last road win before that was at Utah, Friday, December 13th, on my birthday. So they literally only beat in Philadelphia. I mean, I think Philly played everybody that game. I think that was a good win, actually. But for them to go to Atlanta and win, I lean that. It's definitely going to be a play. I definitely think we got to touch Phoenix. I think this momentum is real, and vibes are high apparently with them. I'm going to take a stab at it, guys. I do like. I'm not playing a first quarter, first half. It'll only be a full game play for me. Okay, the over under is at 235 and a half. I kind of like the under 235 and a half. Kind of do. Suns like to play defense. Budenholzer is saying that they're playing really good defense in certain times. I know Atlanta just plays so fast. Sometimes they just want to like go crazy. But they've had a lot of time off, which means they'll be fresh. But then also, what does that mean? Is their shot gonna be a little off when it comes to playing in a bigger arena than in their practice facility? I don't know. Um, I lean under. I don't. I'm not going to get there with it. Definitely not going to get there with it. Okay, next game up, we got the New Orleans Pelicans. Fly, Pellies fly, against the Chicago Bulls at the Chicago Bulls. Man, are the Lakers really just going to BS around here? They're really down 9 points with 7.5 minutes left to the Spurs. I really can't stand that team. I can't stand a lot of these NBA teams. Like trying to guess their motivation levels, and I mean I know San Antonio was on a 3 game losing streak, but still, like they were on their own 2 game losing streak. You're in LA with the LA Los Angeles Wildfires. Like, come on, man, you gotta win the game for the city. You gotta come out and freaking play hard. Like, gosh, so annoying these NBA teams. It's okay. Today will be. It looks like the Clippers are holding on. It'll be a small losing day for me. I'll go 3-4, which is that's fine. I mean, sports betting, that stuff happens, guys. It's not the end of the world. But gosh, it's annoying when you feel like you had a winning day lined up. So it's all good, guys. We move forward to today. We move forward to today. So the Pelicans are very healthy, actually. It's just our boy Brandon Ingram. Everyone else good to go. You got DeJounte Murray, CJ McCollum, Trey Murphy, Zion Williamson will come back from his 1 game suspension for being late to the team flight or something like that. Missy, the center, Jose Alvarado, Jordan Hawkins, Brandon Boston Jr., Javante Green. I mean, they actually have like their bench used to be their starters for like the majority of the season, and now they're the backup. So hopefully that experience served them well, and they can add depth to who they're playing. Yeah, man, the freaking Lakers gonna lose. Can't stand that team, man. Can't stand them. Okay, Pelicans just lost at Boston by 1 point. This is the final game of their road trip. They play. Ooh, this is the front end of a back-to-back. They play at home Wednesday against Dallas. Um, I don't love that, but they've had 1 day off. They had no back-to-backs this entire road trip, so I mean they're rested. They're rested. So they're healthy off a loss, playing well the last 2 games. Last game of a road trip. Let's take a look at Chicago here. Their injuries. I know Kobe White was out the last game, and Ayo Dosunmu, I believe he was out the last game. So Dosumu's questionable. He hasn't played in like 2 weeks, I think, but he's finally questionable. Kobe White's questionable. He was, I believe, doubtful last game, but he's questionable now, so maybe Kobe White actually plays. Torrey Craig will be evaluated in 2 weeks. That's pretty much it for the Bulls. Yeah, Alonso's good. Giddy, Zach Levine, Patrick Williams, Vucevic. So let's see. They just lost to somebody, the Kings, right? Man, I'm so mad at myself, guys. I don't know why. I need to pay more attention to this stuff. So DeMar DeRozan, that was his first game back against Chicago. Like, yeah, his time with Chicago wasn't like super memorable, but still, anytime you leave a place that first season and you come back, you want to make sure you win that game. Like, I don't know why I wasn't thinking about that. I would have had that even bigger day on Sunday, or Saturday, whatever day it was, because man, mad at myself about that, guys. Chicago was off a huge win. Sacramento was, gelling well. Last game of a road trip, I believe, and then mad at myself, guys. All right, but anyways, Chicago. This is the first game of a back-to-back, but it's a home back-to-back. They play Atlanta, like I just outlined, at home. So this will be the third game of a 5 game homestand for them. Man, I think Chicago's gonna win this game, guys. I don't feel great about it though. I don't feel great about it. Let's see what the spread is. Man, is that short? Why is it that short? Come on. I don't want it to be that short. So it's -2 to Chicago. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm having the internal conflict because I want to bet the Pelicans. But the Pelicans have lost me so much freaking money this year. Like I'm sick of trying to put faith into them. And Chicago, they respond well at home. I'm probably gonna sit this one out if I had to. I really do believe New Orleans wins this game. They played this year yet? No, I don't think they have. Oh no, they did. First game of the season. Oh, they beat them 123-111. The Pelicans did. Man, I am gonna leave that game alone. Well, maybe the under. What's the under? 237. Huh? 237. New Orleans games just go over the total, guys. I don't. I mean, I would look over actually. Well, first game of back to back though. I don't. There's too many scheduling spots going on with this game. I don't like going against heavy trends like that. I really don't. So I'm gonna leave that alone, guys. I'm leaving that game alone. I'm even gonna put in my notes: do not bet. Do not bet New Orleans and Chicago at all. Don't bet it. I just put that in there. Don't bet it. You guys have a read on that? Congratulations. I do not have a read on that game. All right, how many games left? We got one, two, three. 3 games left, guys. Let's go. We got the Sacramento Kings at the Milwaukee Bucks. This game sets up so beautifully for the Milwaukee Bucks. So beautifully. I don't know what the spread is. I hope it's short. I hope it's -4 or shorter. Malik Monk for the Kings is questionable with a groin injury. That's the first time I've seen him pop up. Okay, good. The Clippers covered, guys. Thank God. And then the Lakers are down 11 with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left. It's possible they come back. I don't know. I don't know. That will secure a winning day for me if they can cover the spread. If not, it'll just be 3-4. We'll wash our hands with a small loss and move forward to today, guys. Should have played the Rams. Would have been an even day, huh? Oh well, it's all right. Let's see. We got Sacramento on a 7-game win streak. 7-game win streak, guys. This is the final of a 3-game road trip for them. They played 4 road games in their last 5 games. Tired of this team. This is another team I don't like, man. It's freaking Sacramento. They lost me so much freaking money too. So annoying, these teams. Yeah, Mike Brown got fired, and then all of a sudden these guys want to play hard and shit. It's like, give me a break, man. Where was this when Mike Brown was like led you guys to actually being relevant in the postseason for the past couple of years? Where was the fight at then? Like during a little bit of losing streak at home. Yes, the ownership fired him prematurely, but still, like, man, can't stand these NBA players, guys. Just a second. Had to get some water. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, Milwaukee. Now they're at Milwaukee, into the homestand. No back-to-back spot for them. They're rested. Malik Monk is questionable. They're doing great with their new head coach, Doug Christie. So Giannis is on the injury report for the Bucks, and Gary Trent Jr. is too. He's questionable. Giannis is probable. Chris Middleton's ruled out. So I really do want Gary Trent Jr. to play in this game. Um, him and Bobby Portis provide a lot of scoring off the bench, especially with Middleton. I mean, because Middleton's been playing, so he's been providing some scoring. You know, he hasn't played a lot this year, but of late, he has played a lot. So I need Gary Trent Jr. in there, guys. Andre Jackson Jr. is a defensive guy. He can't shoot worth a crap. Everybody else on the bench really can't. AJ Green, he's streaky. Yeah, I really want Gary Trent Jr. in there. I need some. I need a backup guard in there being able to score for him. So I hope he plays. Because if he doesn't, I'm probably still gonna. I hope this number's short. Let's see what the number. Oh, hold on. Let me look at the Bucks. I know the Bucks just lost by 34 points at New York. This team is so back and forth right now. So since the NBA Cup victory, they have 7 losses to 6 wins. So there's 6-7 since the OKC NBA Cup win. So, and they've lost to some bad teams during this run too, guys. So now they're at home against Sacramento. This is the first of a back-to-back with a more important game against Orlando, but they just beat Orlando. They've beaten them twice now this season. How many more times do they play each other? Let me see. They play 1, 2, just 2 more times. So this isn't. I just think whenever you lose by 34 points, like that's embarrassing as crap. Like you got to come out, and you got to like show yourself, remind yourself like, hey, let's get that bad taste out of our mouth. Now, is Milwaukee a team to do that? I think they are in certain spots against certain teams. With Sacramento's going to get their attention, guys, because just the way that they're playing right now, and they have star power over there. So like, it'll catch their attention. Like, hey, no, like we got to show up tonight. Like, let's show up tonight. Orlando's a little banged up. We got to show up against Sacramento. We just got embarrassed. Let's see. Oh, let's see what the spread is here. Dang, that's short, guys. You got Milwaukee at -2. Really? I was expecting that to be a little higher. I mean, I think that's only going to go up. I really don't want to wait on that line. I mean, because if Gary Trent Jr. doesn't play, I like it. I'm not saying, man, he's not worth that much of the point spread, but I'm telling you, like, when you're already missing a couple guys and stuff, like, that one bench player off the, could, like, really provide a spark to the game and just really make it just a lock, over unders at 229. I think have the Kings been playing unders? Let's see here. Kings have been scoring. Milwaukee likes to play defense, though, when they actually want to try to win games. They play defense. They lock down teams. 106, 105, 104, 105, 113. Like they don't let teams get above that 110. And a lot of those teams were bad teams that I just mentioned that they held them under, but I think there is some defense here. Front end of a back-to-back. I like under 229. And I will be on the Bucks -2. I'm definitely writing that down. That's a Bucks first quarter, first half full game spot for me. That's a no-brainer for me. Sorry, was there another game I was talking about I wanted to put down on the board? I'm going to definitely get there. Oh, Phoenix. That's right. I put Phoenix -3. That's a bet for sure. And then the Milwaukee Bucks trifecta. Okay. Let's keep it going. 2 games left. Next game up. We got the Denver Nuggets at the Dallas Mavericks. Now, these 2 teams played on Sunday, and Denver was down by like 20 points, I think, in that game. At least 10 for sure. 15 points, I think, even at one point. And it might have got to 20. Now, Denver's won 3 in a row. They rallied back, and then they covered the spread. They won by 11 against Dallas, which is crazy the way the NBA works. Like, you can be down that much and then just have an amazing second half. Let's take a look at the injury report, because I know Aaron Gordon just came back. This is a front end of a back-to-back for them. Jokic is probable. He's getting over his illness still. Julian Strother's probable. Jamal Murray's probable. Aaron Gordon's probable. So they're looking like they have their entire team back again. Let's see here. Yeah, they look healthy, guys. They look really healthy. If all those guys actually do play, I can't believe the Lakers are about to lose by freaking 20 on their home court after the LA Fires, and they've had all this time off. That is crazy, guys. That's crazy. That's embarrassing. Really embarrassing. unless they're just emotionally drained and like. But I mean, the Clippers took care of business today. Kawhi Leonard lost his house. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know, guys. Okay, Denver Nuggets. Yeah, they won 3 in a row. Just beat Dallas. They beat Dallas every single. No, they already lost. So they're 2-1. This is probably the final meeting between these teams, guys. They probably don't play each other again. Okay, so Kyrie Irving, I think, is questionable for this game. I think he may actually play. Everyone else is healthy except for Luka, so it's just Luka is out, and then Kyrie Irving is questionable. It looks like he's probably going to play, guys. But again, if he does play, he's probably not going to play 35 minutes. I would not. I wouldn't think so. Um, Sorry, I meant to say this too. Denver plays Houston at home on Wednesday, so this is the front end. Houston's a big game for them too. Um, uh, Kind of puts a little wrinkle because I want to bet Denver again. I just think they're just that good of a team. Honestly, this is the front end of a back-to-back for the Mavericks, but they play the Pelicans on Wednesday at New Orleans. I mean, it's not that. I don't know, guys. I don't think it's that big of a spot, honestly, for them to care about. They care about being Denver. Let's see what the spread is. -4.5, -4 for Denver. I mean, I know some people like they just love to automatically bet the team with revenge. I understand that. Like I bet that a lot too, but sometimes I'm telling you, it just doesn't matter. Some teams are just built to just take care of it. Like when if they know they're better, they're just gonna beat you again. Like they're just gonna like big dog you real quick. Just be like, nope, no, we're big brothers still. Like stay down there, stay down there. Like, that's what I think the Nuggets are gonna do. I think the Nuggets are just really like that. I think they win and cover again against Dallas, guys, even if Kyrie plays. Over unders at 231. I can only look. Well, if Kyrie plays, they're going to give a good effort, guys. I could see it going over 231. I don't love it. I think about it. I think the Mavericks do shoot it well. I called the game over the last game. It stayed under. Like Dallas just forgot to shoot in the second half. Um, First half over might be a good look, guys. Like take the full game out of it when it starts slowing down in the second half. That might be a good look for overs. All right, last game up, we have the Brooklyn Nets at the Portland Trailblazers. Let's take a look at Brooklyn's injury report. Can't stand the Lakers, guys. Every time I refresh the ESPN page, I see the score just staring at me in the face. Like, come on. All right, they got a lot of people on there, guys. Okay, let's see. They're seriously tanking and trying to keep people. They're probably going to trade more players. Brooklyn. Trenton Watford is ruled out. Cam Johnson's questionable. Nick Claxton is questionable. D'Angelo Russell is questionable. Ben Simmons is questionable. So literally, their four most important players are questionable. Cam Thomas, he's not going to play. I don't know what's going on with Cam Thomas. I haven't seen an injury update on him since January 4th. I don't know what that's all about. So they have potential, guys. They have potential. If they get everybody to play here, they already played Portland this year, I believe. Maybe I'm tripping. Yeah, no, they haven't played each other. And they play each other again, February 28th. Okay, so we're good. They play at the Clippers on Wednesday. The Nets do. Let's see, Portland. Oh yeah, and they've lost like 5 in a row, but they played Utah really well. And before that, the other games before that, they were just outmatched, guys. Like Philadelphia, that was a smash spot for Philadelphia. Indiana just took care of them, a shorthanded team. They were very shorthanded against Detroit, and then they played Denver tough in the first quarter, first half, and they fell apart. And then same with Utah, they kind of just fell apart and they lost. They lost by 1 in overtime. So they're playing tough, guys. I want to bet Brooklyn here. I think there's value on Brooklyn. I don't know what the spread is yet, but Portland, Jeremy Grant is out. Denny Avdija is questionable, it looks like. Oh, Zelano Banton on there too. He's questionable. Banton and Avdija. Robert Williams is also questionable. Let's see. Anybody else on there? No, just that. Everyone else good to go for Portland. And I know Portland plays better at home, guys. I know they do. They like to score at home and all that. Man, San Antonio just took the heck off, guys. They're up 126-102 with 29 seconds left. Like, they just took off on them. They said they didn't give an F. So, let me see here. So, yeah, they got everybody. I think they're off a loss, too. I don't like that Portland's off a loss. I think it was a bad loss. Yeah, they lost by 21. That's bad. At home against Miami. This will be their second game out of a 5-game homestand for them. They play Thursday at home against the Clippers. Huh. They played well on the road too. They played well on the road. They covered a lot. So I don't think they can win by that much against a Brooklyn team. If Brooklyn trots out a team that can actually shoot the ball a little bit, score a little bit. If D'Angelo Russell plays, if all those guys, if Claxton, Ben Simmons, D'Angelo Russell, Cam Johnson all play, I like over. I like over the point total because Portland scores more at home, and it's 216. Okay, so the over under is 216. I like that over. The spread is +6, and that's way too high in my opinion. I can only look Brooklyn. Brooklyn +6. I mean, I even like that enough to bet it. Let me see here. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh, why is this happening right now? It's crazy. Okay. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I like Brooklyn a lot. Brooklyn +6. I'll write down that over under. Our Brooklyn team total over. Brooklyn and Portland over 216. I like that too. I like that too. So that is the show, guys. That is the show. I appreciate y'all for listening. Please, if you haven't already, drop a like, drop a comment. It means the world to me, and it really helps my brand grow. So I would really, really appreciate that. And yeah, stay good out there, guys. I hope you win all your bets, and I will see you tomorrow.